check out what I picked up today. It's an iMac G3 made by Apple Computers. And we're going to see what kind of fun we can have with it today. Looking at the front, you got your slot loading CD drive, got a couple speakers, power button, headphone jack, and I'm thinking maybe it's just a dual headphone jack. I did get the original hockey puck mouse and also the original keyboard right there. And the keyboard has a nice power button right there to turn the computer on. I've cleaned this thing up pretty good. It was okay. The keyboard was filthy. The mouse was pretty bad. There was a bunch of sticker residue all around here that I ended up using some Goo Gone on, so it smells nice and orangey fresh. Let's take a look at the ports on the side here. Easier said than done. Okay, so here's the side of it. There's a nice little door here where the all our ports are. So let's take this off. Alright, so there's our ports on the side there. Your modem, Ethernet, two 1.0 USB ports, microphone, another headphone jack, and then this just snaps back in like so. Power cord is here. So here's kind of the top. You got the nice little carry handle here. Nice Apple logo there. As you can see, it is in pretty good shape. Nice Apple logo on the back. Nothing really going on the side except clear, beautiful, candy-like goodness. Without further ado, let's plug this baby in and turn it on and see what happens. In theory, I should be able to hit this button on the keyboard and have it fire up. And there we go. And we got a picture. Wasn't shut down properly, apparently. Oh, this mouse is screwed. So here we go again. We have somebody getting rid of their computer and they don't even wipe the hard drive. So yeah, this mouse is quite screwed. Before 1973, huh? We need a new battery in this thing, huh? Okay, so I got a different mouse, newer mouse, and it works much better than that hockey puck. I'll have to see what's going on with that. It looks like this was a child's computer, so probably not a whole lot that's going to be going on with it. But we do have Mac OS 9.1. It's got 96 megabytes of RAM. See if I can find detailed information about this thing. Oh boy. I just broke it. Nope. No, it's actually what I wanted. So we got a 333 megahertz G3 PowerPC processor. Yeah, 6 gigabyte hard drive. 6 megabyte ATI Rage Pro. Wow, it actually knows what this is. Laser game mouse. Which is one of these guys here. Just a cheapo $20 mouse. Laser mouse. Can't open GIFs. Okay, so that's a boring picture. That wasn't worth it. Here's your CD drive. Test that out right now. With some AC/DC. Supposed to see them tonight, but tour's postponed. Unfortunately. Hopefully this actually works. Oh wow, terrible sound. Now if I can turn off the music. Do I do that? Oh, thank you. Do a little research here and figure out what we can upgrade on this thing. Max it out. Poke around a little more on this thing. So it looks like it does have 2 sticks of RAM in there, a 64 and a 32, and I think the maximum I can do in this is 512, I believe. Wow, look at that. This keyboard works rather well. Yay! Internet Explorer 5 Macintosh Edition. Holy crap, Sherlock works. Oh, what the hell's Sherlock? Thought it was a game. Millions of colors. Colors for me. Okay, well, shut this thing down, crack it open, throw some new components in there after I snap. Alright, so I have the iMac face down to pull the logic board out. You gotta undo this screw here, and then this little plastic shroud just pulls right up. There's a little nice little handle here. So there's the screw for that. And I believe you're supposed to just pull up on this thing, I think. Sounds like I'm gonna be breaking it. There it goes. Okay. What we gotta do is we gotta unhook some of this stuff here. Unhook the RGB cable. There's that. And that just pops off. Okay, I think that should do it. There's 3 cables on this one. And we got a couple more screws here. And I believe this just pulls right straight up here. And if you're wondering what all this looks like here, there's all that. Nice fan here. Probably clean that up just a little bit. It actually doesn't look too bad. There's our cables. Those go up into the CRT section there. Something fell off. Doesn't really look broken. No, yeah, it does kind of look broken. Well, hopefully it's okay. Alright, so here's the logic board pulled out. I don't think there's anything too exciting going on the bottom. We already saw that when we pulled it out, but there's that. Just want to kind of pull those out a little bit. Then we can get our RAM out of here somehow. Just like that. I'm thinking this is the regular system RAM. I'm really not too sure, because there's another set of sticks over here. We'll take a look at that, but we'll just put that back for now, I suppose. And since our battery's no good, we'll just take that out. That just pops off. Then we can get that out. This is the original battery, 9907. And for those of you who don't know, this came out in 98 originally. This model here I think is from 99, since it has a 333 megahertz processor in it. And I picked this up locally for 60 bucks. Not really the deal of the century or anything, but didn't get ripped off either. Just get this little cage out of here so we can see what we got under here. Again, you just kind of pull these out. That should just pop up. Yep. So this must just be these. It must be the actual system RAM. The reason why I'm saying system, because I believe some of these had actual chips for the video you could install, but I believe this is for the actual system. They're different though. Interesting. I swear I thought I saw that there were 2 sticks, totaling 90 something megabytes, I think. So I'm gonna have to do some research to see what these actually are. And we got our CD-ROM drive here. This is all the connectors for this is for the CD drive, and I believe this is the hard drive here. So that's how the CD drive comes out. There are these tabs here. I just had to kind of push it forward, kind of up, so it would clear that little notch in there. And we'll just unplug this. So there's the CD drive. There's our hard drive sitting right there. Thinking we gotta undo these. See that these things are kind of moving here, but it's getting caught. If I could just clear those. There we go. So there's the hard drive. Maybe a little tricky getting a solid state drive in this thing, but we're gonna try it anyways. And there's the cable for it. Man, this thing feels chintzy, holy moly. They actually are separate cables. I like that it has a little description there. CD end, hard drive end. Okay, so I did some research here, and this is the stick of video RAM. So if I wanted to upgrade this RAM, I believe I can. I just have to figure out exactly what I needed and buy it. And this is the system RAM here. And if you're wondering, like I was wondering, is where's the other stick? There's only one here, which is right here. And I looked this up also. Is this actually, this board here actually comes out, and that's where the CPU is, right under this heatsink here. So this comes right off. That comes off like that. It's just clipped in on the side there. This heatsink just comes right out. I believe this cage should just come right out. No, I got a screw there. So this cage should just come right out. I think that should be good enough anyways. And this just pops right off. It's very snug in there. Ew. But the other stick of RAM is actually right underneath. It's right there. So we'll just take that right out. We don't need that because with a snap of a finger, we got these. Yay! Which are two 256 megabyte sticks of RAM. So let's pop them right in here into our little board here. Goes down right like that. And this we can put back on here. That should be it. Now we just gotta position this thing. Okay. Put our screw back in. And our other 256 megabyte stick of RAM. And that's it, folks. That is it for that. Now what I'm going to do, I have a battery, pop that in. Here's our battery, so our iMac no longer has amnesia and forgets the time and date. That goes there. That'll cover here, protect it from damage. I gotta put this thing back on, the heat sink. And that's it. Okay, I'm gonna toss this thing back together, make sure the RAM works before we go any further. And don't forget the cage. Don't forget to put it the right way. Like a glove. Moment of truth. Will it like the RAM? The countdown is on. Happy face! Happy, happy, happy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart it. And when I hear the chime, I'm going to time it. Then we'll see how much better it does with a solid state drive, as long as it works. Built-in memory, 512. Okay, built-in, 512. 256, 256. Okay, so we got that. Make sure our battery works, and we'll go into our date and time. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to shut this down, unplug it, make sure our battery's working. Where is it? Oh, shit, I hit sleep. Alright, shut down. Power it up. Forgot my timer. Remembered our time, but gotta shut it down again. Alright, so about a minute. 1 minute, 1 second. Let's go ahead and shut it down and put our new drive in. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here we are looking at the drive compartment again. The top is our CD drive. So I'll take that out once again. Unplug that. Unplug that. Get this out of the way real quick. And there we go. That's our drive. Our HDD. And we'll just get it up out of there, I guess. Okay, this should just slide right out. And there it is. A 6 gigabyte quantum hard drive. Let's show you what we're putting in here. SATA is not going to go in here because we don't have the hookups for it. I got this here, which will convert our SATA to IDE. And here we have a PNY, 120 gigabyte, SATA 6 gigabytes, but probably not going to be going that fast anymore. It doesn't matter now, does it? It'll be faster than any kind of mechanical drive still. So that just kind of pops right in there. Now we can have our connections here. And that's that. Let's put this cage back in. So this goes in right like this. It's going to be a lot lighter too. So that just sits right in there, I guess. And then what we can do is hook this guy up. Hook the power up. And maybe hang on here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so let's do this instead. Just do this. Give you a better view of what's going on in there. So that's what we got. That's our SATA to IDE adapter right here. And there's our drive. And it just kind of sits in there. I don't even have to screw it down or anything. It's in there fairly securely. Alright, now to put our CD drive back in here. Plug it back in. You know what I think I might do? Put a piece of cardboard in there so those contacts don't short out. Okay, so there you go. Cheap and dirty, but should protect my area of concern. The back of it shouldn't be too bad since the cables are there to protect it. Okay, so gotta put this little thing back in here somehow. CD drive. This little thing was in wrong. Oh boy. Let's put our screws back in first here so we're not screwing anything up there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, well, concern is over. I was kind of concerned that the top of that hard drive that was in there was actually keeping that wire from, you know, flopping down. But it seems like it's working okay, so. Alright, I think we're ready to slap this thing back together for good, hopefully, and put some OS 9.2.2. So let's do that. Wow, this thing is so much lighter, holy cow. If it wasn't for the CRT, this thing would weigh absolutely nothing. There's that. Cables are back in place. Need our plastic protector cover thingamajigger. Slap the bottom. Need our screw back up here. Okay. Hook it up. Turn it on. Let's see what happens. Hope for the best. Okay, so here we are. Moment of truth. Once again, hit the power button. I'm just going to hold C since I have the OS CD in there already. I hear it accessing. Okay. So it's booting from the CD. And I did figure out the hockey puck mouse here. There's the splash screen there. What was actually going on is when I took it apart to clean it, there's actually this thing here. If I can get it close in there, it actually springs back and forth, and that spring was deactivated. So once I hook the spring back up, you can actually see it right down in there. Once I hook that back up, it started working fine. So Okay, so don't see the drive. I guess we're just gonna have to do install. Shit. Okay, so I found this utilities folder on the Mac OS 9 disk, and we have drive setup. And this right here says it's not initialized. So we'll just initialize it. Initialize for all data, which we don't care about. New partition, 1 Mac OS. And we'll just say initialize. And there we go. Initialization was successful. And there we go. We have our untitled. We need to name that though, don't we? And then we'll say Mac OS 9 SSD. Install. Continue. That's where we want it to go. Before you install, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Click start to install. Okay, let's see what kind of options we got. Update Apple hard disk drivers, create installation report. Start. 17 minutes. Okay. Home stretch here, people. Less than a minute. Yes. Installation process has finished. Click quit to leave the program. Okay, yes, let's quit. And what we want to do is take this. Okay, let's do this. Restart, come on. And see what happened. I hope it's not booting from the disk. It is. Son of a bitch. Close, please. Please eject. Thank you. For some reason we went into firmware. Okay, disk is out now. Fingers crossed. Ruh-roh. Happy! Yay! This is looking good. Bit slow, but hey, it's working. It just needs to initialize. Okay, so the camera ran out of space, so I had to go and clear it, but when it finished loading, I was greeted with this message here. Welcome to Mac OS Setup Assistant based on... I don't know what's going on with this. I'm quitting this. Quit. Okay, so there it is. Now what I want to do... Sound working? Yep. So our RAM is still there, so that is a good sign. And there's our hard drive. Wow, it actually knows the vendor. Product ID even says that it's an SSD. It's 120 gigabytes. It's all looking very, very good. And we got 111 gigabytes free. Now let's do a restart. We'll time it. So let's just shut down. And when I hear the chime, I'll start the clock. Come on, iMac. Justify the SSD installation, please. I think it probably actual hardware limitations that are slowing it down, I would imagine. But if it's any slower, I can't explain that. So it's already slower by quite a bit. So we're about half a minute slower. That's a bit disappointing. But everything here seems pretty snappy here. And what better way to christen this new iMac than with an installation of Duke Nukem 3D. And I want to thank you for watching. I'm gonna probably just end the video after some footage of this game playing. Hopefully it'll actually install. I don't see why it wouldn't. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave some comments. Finder needs my attention. Why? Installation is done. Oh, that thing's rocking and rolling. But there it is. Holy cow, this is something else.
Let's rock.
My God. Thank the good Lord. Here's the phone number if anybody wants to call. Don't know whose it is, but